The Clown Prince of Crime, the Jester of Genocide, the Ace of Knaves, it's the Joker, or Puddin' if you will, and this is The Joker Explained. First created by Bill Finger, Bob Kane, and Jerry Robinson. In the spring of 1940, the Joker appeared in the comic book Batman, issue number 1. Originally a criminal mastermind with a devious sense of humor and a knack for causing terror and laughter in those he comes across. You may think that you know who the Joker is, but do you even know his name? The truth is, he actually doesn't even have a name. The Joker was never intended to be given a name because he was originally going to be a one-off villain. Fun fact, the Joker was actually going to be killed off in Batman issue number 1 by accidentally stabbing himself with a knife trying to attack Batman.
Do you want to know why I use a knife?
But this supposed death didn't last long thanks to the Joker's mass popularity in the comic book community. The Joker's appearance has definitely come in many forms over the years, but his most iconic appearance comes with green hair, the purple-colored three-piece suit consisting of a purple jacket, purple pants with a green-colored waistcoat. Also, an iconic piece of the outfit is the little tiny flower on the jacket. That's Burtside Acid. On the subject of the Joker's deadly weapons and items, we might as well talk about the other humorously inspired weapons. Most popular would be his bang gun, a trick gun which when shot doesn't actually shoot a bullet. It shoots out a tiny little flag with the words BANG on it. Razor-sharp playing cards, looking like ordinary cards, are actually made of stainless steel and have extremely sharp edges, almost like batarangs. Exploding cigars, an item Joker gives out to those he wants revenge on. These things can be devastating and can even blow up an entire block. The last one we would take note of is the laughing gas. Called Smilex in gas form is a toxin that which when dispersed can cause victims to laugh uncontrollably, even to the point of near death or even death. A topic we would like to discuss is, how did the Joker become the Joker? He wasn't just born a criminally insane clown who likes to watch people laugh themselves out of existence. The most logical conclusion and the most canon conclusion was that he used to be a common street criminal. However, when trying to run away from Batman, he fell into a vat of chemicals and returned as the Joker. Doomed to have green hair and pale skin for the rest of his days, he dresses up like a clown, because he believes it matches with his now pale skin and his past as a failed comedian. What is the reason the Joker is Batman's arch-nemesis? It is said that the Joker is the deepest one in Batman's head, with nothing to do with intelligence or skill, and he believes he can manipulate Batman, making and causing crimes and terrors. He creates an internal scar on Batman, and can trigger the Dark Knight in ways no other villain can comprehend. Now, it's time to look at the different versions of Jokers from comics, games, TV shows, and movies. The comic books are always finding ways to change up the Clown Prince, but while some look different, they all have the same backstory and motives. While it would take a couple of weeks to mention all of the comic books containing the Joker, here are a few we think the Joker fits in the best. Batman, the Joker's last laugh. The Joker, death of a family. Batman, 3 Jokers. And Batman, the man who laughs. TV shows with the Jokers. These shows could either be cartoon or live action. Batman, 1966 to 1968. This Joker sports a classic green hair, purple jacket, and that always creepy smile. Played by Cesar Romero, he made his first appearance on the 26th of January, 1966, in the episode The Joker is Wild. A common enemy of Batman and Robin in the show, he was in 19 episodes throughout the show series.
Come, my puckish partners in plunder! Batman has been outwitted, and the fabulous jewel collection is ours!
Gotham, 2014 to 2019. The acclaimed Gotham series ran for 5 seasons on Fox, with the character who is not exactly the Joker at first appearing in Season 1, Episode 16, The Blind Fortune Teller. His name was Jerome Valeska, played by Cameron Monaghan. He was sent to Arkham Asylum for murdering his parents, but after he breaks out to join a group of other villains on a mission to show the world what he is all about. Killed by his own leader, with fans left to believe that he was just left to rot as yet another throwaway character, until he was resurrected by a group of people who believe he will cleanse the city of Gotham. In Season 4, we are introduced to Jerome's twin brother, Jeremiah Valeska, also played by Cameron Monaghan. Jeremiah has always feared Jerome, but after Jerome's second death, Jeremiah was exposed to his altered chemical laughing gas. Which he then soon became the arch nemesis of Batman. Both of the Valeska twins have traits that match up to the Joker, so I suppose that makes them both the Joker.
I know seeing is believing, and I do want you to believe me, so...
Batman, the animated series, 2004 to 2008. The first season of the series, in the second episode, Episode 2, Christmas with the Joker, voiced by Mark Hamill as the deadliest arch-enemy of Batman. Joker has big plans to take over Gotham. Why is it that villains only want to take over small cities? I mean, just ask Dr. Doofenshmirtz. The Joker also wants to ruin Batman's life, both mentally and physically. He has no pity for anyone who is forced to participate in his schemes of destruction and terror, and was distinctively harsh and cruel to his sidekick/love interest, Harley Quinn, humiliating and manipulating her for his bidding.
When the going gets tough, the tough go shopping.
Video games with the Joker. Being able to take down the Joker as Batman, being able to play as Batman must feel absolutely amazing. Each and every time he breaks out of Arkham Asylum, you can go beat up the Joker. Batman, Arkham Origins and Asylum. The Joker, also voice acted by Mark Hamill again in this game series trilogy. You play as Batman tracking down the Joker, the main antagonist of this game series. Appearing out of nowhere, the Joker comes into play, with no real backstory or origin. Without any superpowers, he is still able to cause mass destruction and chaos. The Joker is often pushing the Dark Knight to his physical and mental capacity. As intelligent as he is violent, he has planned out the destruction of Gotham from the beginning. The Joker is absolutely fascinated by the Dark Knight's moral code, of not killing criminals or anyone for that matter. As the Joker, Batman is just a game, a puzzle, and a mystery he believes he can break if he tries hard enough. To test his moral strength, the Joker tries to corrupt Batman and tries to take him to the other side of the line in which the Caped Crusader can't come back from. The Joker is one of Batman's oldest foes and is mostly responsible for some of the most tragic moments in Batman's life.
You really need to speed things up, Bats. At this rate, you'll never catch me!
Batman, the Telltale series. The Joker first appeared in Season 1, Episode 4 of Telltale's Batman. He comes to the rescue to save Bruce Wayne from some mentally unstable men who are attacking Bruce. He introduces himself, but doesn't have a name, and apparently, the Joker can't remember anything since he has been at Arkham Asylum. He just goes by John Doe, not entirely an enemy just yet, and if the decisions are made correctly, then John doesn't become your enemy, but more of a standalone wannabe hero. Throughout the story of the game, John Doe idolizes Bruce and Batman, and is actually Bruce's best friend throughout Season 2. Until the time comes for a decision, do you trust John, even if there were 4 bodies lying right in front of him? Or do you not trust him? Either choice you make, he still becomes the Joker. But if you choose to trust and believe him, he becomes a sort of sidekick, but a sidekick who works on his own terms. If you choose not to trust him, he joins Harley Quinn in plotting revenge against Batman. No matter what, I suppose he is just destined to become the Joker.
Well, then you fit right in. Just makes me want, I don't know, lash out. Shh.
Lego Batman 2. DC superheroes. In LEGO Batman, the Joker serves as the main antagonist, alongside Lex Luthor. Fought multiple times, the Joker uses his wide variety of weapons and items of harm to attack Batman, including his classic electric buzzer and his massive Joker robot, which frankly gave me nightmares for a week. The Joker appears in every LEGO DC game, not always being the main antagonist, however. He does still play a major role in LEGO Batman 3 and LEGO DC Supervillains, in which these two games the Joker is actually working with the heroes to stop a bigger threat, aka Brainiac and Darkseid.
Come and get me!
And the last topic is the movies with the Joker. But first, an honorable mention would be the Batman Who Laughs. He's a demented version of Batman infused with the Joker. He comes from the Dark Multiverse and is a member of the Dark Knights. 1989, Tim Burton's Batman. The Joker's played by Jack Nicholson, and the main antagonist in Tim Burton's Batman. His hobbies include causing revenge, anarchy, and chaos, also creating art through murder. In this version of the Joker, he actually has a name, and that name is Jack Napier. In this iteration of the Joker, he is a chaotic mobster and right-hand man to the Gotham City crime boss, Carl Grissom. This interpretation is also responsible for the death of Bruce's parents. And how did the Joker die, you may wonder? Well, it's quite simple. He fell off a gargoyle and dropped straight down to the streets. Happy ending, am I right?
You can call me Joker.
Batman, The Dark Knight. The most notorious version of the Joker played by Heath Ledger, and he has had the most quotable lines throughout. Appearing in Chris Nolan's 2008 Dark Knight film, this Joker seems to be the most intellectual version of the character. The Joker is an embodiment of chaos, anarchy, and obsession. He desires one thing only in his life: to throw off the social order and system of Gotham, through crimes such as arson, bank robbing, and murder. His sole purpose is to remove the order and law, which he can achieve by destroying the GCPD and defeating Batman. Fun fact, Heath Ledger spent 6 weeks voluntarily locked away in a hotel room to get the feel of the Joker character.
He turns to me and he says, "Why so serious?"
And last but definitely not least, it's the movie Joker you knew was coming, The Joker, a film directed by Todd Phillips in 2019, with the whole movie depicting a darker take on the Joker backstory. This Joker is played by Joaquin Phoenix. This movie follows a man named Arthur Fleck, who is a failed comedian and a depressed clown, whose descent into insanity is caused by his mental unstableness. This movie not only tells the story of the Joker, but also the theme of the story is about the impoverished creating violent revolutions against Gotham's wealthiest. Arthur suffers from a neurological disorder that causes him to laugh in the most inappropriate times. To treat this cause, he depends on social services for medication. When funding cuts shut down the program, Arthur is without his therapy and medication, leading to a downfall of his normal life, if his life was anything normal. A brilliant remake of the Joker's backstory and origin. These are just a few of the many variations of the Joker, and if you believe I missed anything about the Joker, please write it down in the comments so other Joker fans can see. And if you have any suggestions of characters you'd like to see in the future, please put those in the comments as well. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching!